What is going on? This is Ben, and this is episode 18 of Colo Tolo, where we speak Argentine Spanish the first half, and the second half we speak American English. And I am your co-host. The other co-host's name is Will Guillermo, and he is about to join us. I'm going to click the admit button, and he's joining us right now. So this is Guillermo. Here we go. William.
Hola.
Hola, William.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, me corté el pelo y vos te lo pusiste en tu barba.
Sí, se ve un poco más fuerte, me parece. Pero
Queda bien, te queda muy bien, me encanta.
gracias. Y no sé si podéis verlo, pero llevo la camiseta de Di María porque él metió un gol anoche contra Chile, así que...
¿Viste qué golazo que metió?
No, todavía no, pero leí que él hizo un gol y Martínez hizo la segunda, así que 2-1, ¿no?
2-1 y bueno, ya estaban clasificados para el Mundial, pero bueno, viste que los trataron bastante mal a los argentinos en Chile, en el
Sí,
hotel.
también leí esa noticia.
Bueno, fue como una revancha para ellos, ¿no? Para los jugadores.
Perdón, no sé qué pasó. Claro. Y bueno, no sé si hemos hablado sobre este tema, pero me parece que Dybala casi nunca juega con la selección.
Sí.
Yo sé que a veces con Messi es como no hay un puesto vacante, digamos, pero Messi no jugó anoche, así que pensé que
Sí,
una buena oportunidad para Dybala, pero qué sé yo.
Lo que pasa es que sí, yo coincido con vos. Lo que pasa es que hay muchas cosas que no se dicen públicamente, que muchas veces salen a la luz muchos años más tarde, y es una cuestión de grupo a veces, ¿no? Y a veces cuando un jugador no cae bien en el grupo, es como que si bien no se dice nada, pero se entiende que no cae bien en el grupo. Entonces, por muchos años en la selección argentina siempre se habló de que había que caerle bien a Messi, ¿viste? Aunque Messi no dijera nada, si no le caías bien a Messi no ibas a entrar en ese grupo, ¿no? Por ejemplo, hay un jugador que se llama Papu Gómez, ¿no? Y Papu Gómez se lleva muy bien con Messi, ¿no? Y Papu Gómez no es mejor jugador que Dybala. No es una cuestión de opinión, sino si ves los números de Dybala, los goles que hizo Dybala en su carrera, la calidad que tiene Dybala, es mejor jugador. Y Dybala podría jugar con Messi en el puesto donde juega Papu Gómez, por ejemplo, ¿no? Pero el Papu Gómez a él lo ponen, a veces siempre entra de suplente, pero a veces de titular. Y bueno, eso es por un tema del grupo, ¿no? Por ejemplo, pasó también en el famoso Dream Team de la NBA, cuando estaba Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all those guys. He was one of those guys. I can't remember. Isaiah, what's his name? Isaiah Thompson, I think it is. Isaiah.
Thomas. Isaiah
Yes.
Thomas.
he was like was very dirty, you know. He played for the New York Knicks. What was it called? The New York something. The New York, the team in New York.
Em, o los Pistons de Detroit, ¿no?
Sí, tenés razón. Él jugó en los Pistons de Detroit y siempre era muy sucio en los partidos, muy sucio. Les pegaba, les pegaba el pego. Y si bien era un muy buen jugador, no entró en el grupo. Y cuando hicieron el famoso Dream Team de 1994, creo que fue, las Olimpiadas que Estados Unidos ganó caminando esa Olimpiada, él no estaba. Y bueno, era porque no entró en el grupo, porque no lo quería. Los otros jugadores no lo querían, ¿no? Y bueno, pasa un poco con otro jugador que a mí me gusta mucho, que es Icardi, ¿no? Que vos sabés quién es Icardi. Pero Icardi, bueno, tiene ese tema de que, viste, que hizo eso con el que le sacó la mujer a otro jugador y que, aparte Icardi tiene,
Ay.
Icardi es un muchacho que tiene mucha facha, es un muchacho muy lindo muchacho y tiene tiene mucho carisma. Entonces, los jugadores medio como que tienen miedo que las mujeres de ellos lo van a... Entonces no entra en el grupo, no lo dejan entrar en el grupo de la selección argentina, ¿no? Esa es la realidad y un poco pasa lo mismo con Dybala, ¿no? Pero a una escala menor, pero pasa también con Dybala y bueno, es una lástima pero bueno, no sé, qué sé yo, ellos saben cómo manejan el grupo y basta que la selección argentina gane, la gente no va a decir nada, ¿no? Entonces, pero a mí igual me parece mal, a mí me parece que un jugador tiene que ser citado por cómo rinde atléticamente, ¿no? Para mí, ¿no? A
Sí,
no
no,
ser que
estoy de acuerdo.
a no ser que el jugador haya violado a una mujer o haya matado a una persona, unless it was something drastic like that, tenés
Claro,
que, tenés que citarlo al equipo nacional porque es en el mejor interés del equipo nacional, ¿no? Pero bueno,
sí, sí,
esta es
tenés
mi opinión.
razón. Em, y una cosita, me di cuenta de que dije la segunda gol, pero debería haber dicho el segundo gol, así que mala mía. Otra. Algo porque soy perfeccionista. Em, pero bueno, ¿qué más? Bueno, no sé si te dije, pero compré un auto nuevo. em, y es, es un Ford Fiesta, así que estoy
Sí,
manejando una fiesta. em, y para
Partus,
mí,
Partus.
y para mí cada auto tiene que, no sé, tener o llevar su propio nombre. Y bueno, la llamo a mi auto porque es una mujer. Em, la llamo Albi porque es un auto blanco, pero porque está hecho de Ford, fue hecho de Ford. Em, tiene como partes azules, o sea, también la luz por dentro es azul, y me hizo pensar en Albi Celeste y también es una fiesta, así que su apodo es Albi. em, y bueno, es como la Albi Celeste, pero es el nombre de mi auto. Em,
Felicito,
y
te felicito, mi hermano. Son
gracias.
grandes momentos a
Sí,
celebrar.
nada, porque mi auto anterior, digamos, tenía 22 años, así que, em,
Una batata.
claro, sí, así es. Em, y por eso sí, compré uno nuevo.
Bueno, te felicito. Y contame, ¿qué auto tenías anteriormente?
Como la marca,
Sí, ¿qué modelo y marca tenías el auto que ya... Did you do a
em,
trade-in? Did you trade it in?
no, todavía. están fuera de mi casa. Pero sí, necesito encontrar a alguien em, que, que quiera comprarlo o algo. No sé qué voy a hacer, pero em,
Vendéselo, vendéselo a tu hermana.
no, ella ya tiene un auto. em, pero buena idea. Pero es un Buick Century, es el estilo o el modelo, digamos, del año 2000.
Ok.
Así que sí, es una vieja. Em, pero funcionó por muchos años, pero bueno, llegó el tiempo, podemos decir. Em,
Suerte. Y contame por qué elegiste un Ford y qué otras opciones tenías. ¿Cómo te decidiste por un Ford y no por un Tesla?
Bueno, no un Tesla por dinero, porque no tengo la plata para comprar un Tesla. Em, pero bueno, la verdad es que no sabía mucho sobre em, la- las marcas de los autos. Así que em, no, no soy una persona que tiene que comprar como solo una marca y para mí, bueno, Ford es una compañía de los Estados Unidos y eso em, a mí me encanta. Em, pero bueno, la razón principal fue porque encontré el auto en Facebook Marketplace y hablé con el dueño y cuando manejé el auto para ver cómo funcionó todo, a mí me gustó mucho el auto y bueno, lo, lo compré porque después de como 3 semanas buscando, estaba un poco harto, pero también el auto lo compré por un muy buen precio, así que sí, todo pasó perfectamente. No sé si eso tiene sentido. ¿Todo salió perfectamente o todo quedó perfectamente? ¿Cómo
Todo,
dirías?
todo salió perfectamente.
Todo salió, gracias. No sé si me expliqué súper bien, pero
Y
es
sabes que
pero
el primer
mi respuesta en inglés también sería muy mal, porque no, no sé, no sé cada detalle sobre los autos o algo así que para mí hace todo lo que necesito y listo.
no, está bien, está bien. Am, Vos sabés que el primer libro que yo escribí se llama How to Buy a Car at the Dealership and Not Get Ripped Off That Badly. Ese es el título de mi primer libro, ¿no?
¿En serio? No sabía eso.
Escribí un libro dando consejos cómo comprar un auto en un dealership. Y, y bueno, no, yo si sabía te podría dado algunos tips porque nosotros con mi mujer ya compramos 20 autos.
Uf, 20 autos.
20
Wow.
autos.
Una
Tenemos,
banda.
tenemos mucha experiencia como comprando autos, ¿no? Y bueno, pero bueno, igual, seguramente.
Bueno,
Seguramente
la próxima vez
la próxima vez,
te
sí.
preguntaré. Eh, pero sí.
Bueno, no, bueno, si lo conseguiste a buen precio, eso. Lo más importante es conseguirlo a buen precio de lo que está el mercado, de lo que está el mercado, ¿no? Porque el asking price siempre son $2.000 menos que la gente acepta, más o menos $2.000 menos, 4.000, pero siempre más o menos $2.000 menos que lo podés pelear el precio para abajo, ¿no? Pero bueno, los mercados son distintos. Este es un mercado donde los autos usados se valoran más, así que bueno, es más difícil negociar el precio, ¿no?
Sí, también me hiciste pensar en algo, porque yo dije un auto nuevo porque es nuevo para mí, pero debería haber dicho un auto usado, eso tiene más sentido. Eh,
En realidad es un auto nuevo para vos.
pero supongo que es el mismo en inglés, si digo, I bought a new car,
Right,
eh,
it's a used car.
es
And, yeah, you can clarify. Oh, it is a used car, or I bought a new used car, right?
claro, es como, ok. Pero bueno, entendiste. Eh,
No,
y
perfecto, perfecto.
así que
Te felicito, disfrútalo.
gracias, gracias.
¿Cuántas,
No, es una
cuántas,
belleza.
cuántas millas tiene?
Eh, 60.000.
Ok, 60.000 millas. Ok, está bien. No, está bien, está bien.
No es horrible, no es eh, súper, no, no son pocos, tampoco, eh, pero bueno. Y otra cosa, en mi vida, otra eh, anécdota, estoy cons- construyendo o tratando de construir una pista de hielo
Ah,
en mi patio.
ah,
Es la primera vez que intenté hacer eso. Eh,
y es
y
un
bueno,
quilombo.
y así es. Y no me di cuenta que hay tantas dificultades, o sea, desafíos, porque lo más difícil es encontrar, no sé, tierra plana, porque eso casi no existe, eh,
Claro,
sin, eh, sin, no sé, algo como una herramienta de construcción, ¿se dice
construcción.
eso?
Sí, sí, sí. Sí, sí.
Pero
Una herramienta de construcción.
una herramienta de construcción. Bueno, em, eh, así que es el problema que estoy, em, es- estoy tratando de solucionar, digamos, porque el agua em, fluye a un rincón y bueno, es como, así que estoy em, añad- an- añado agua poco a poco y espero hasta que se congele y después añado un poco más y un poco más, pero es un proceso. em, cuál es tu expresión? ¿Patada bolística?
Patada bolística, sí, un proceso muy patada bolístico y porque es un
Patada bolística.
proceso con una O, entonces patada bolístico.
¿Qué está pasando con el género esta noche? ¡Ay, Dios mío! Ok,
Otra,
proceso.
otra palabra que te aconsejo que uses en vez de añado, que está bien, es una palabra correcta, pero una palabra más usada es agrego agua, ¿no? Agregar,
¿Agrego agua? Ok,
el verbo agregar.
bueno, gracias.
Sí, sí.
Em, agrego agua.
Igual, si de todos
Bueno,
modos
también es un poco más fácil para decir.
añado agua está bien, pero se usa más agrego agua en vez de añado, ¿no? Si bien añado se entiende, es correcto, pero agrego agua es vamos a decir, más usado, ¿no? Más
Dale,
común.
gracias. Em, y, pero bueno, em, es un desafío, pero también, no sé, es algo que, que a mí me ale, que a mí me gusta mucho porque, em, claro, tiene que ver con agua y, y hockey sobre hielo, así que vale la pena. Em,
Claro. No, qué
eh,
suerte. Buenísimo. Acá en New London, en the town of New London, siempre ellos hacen un ice hockey rink en frente de la casa de gobierno y yo siempre están los chicos ahí con los padres jugando y, y bueno, no está bueno. Yo nunca lo hice, pero bueno, yo una, quiero hacer una cancha de fútbol para mis hijas someday.
ah, eso sería genial. ¿Y sabes patinar?
Sí, 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 porque yo crecí en Buenos Aires, había un lugar que se llamaba My Way y My Way era un ice skating rink, uno de los pocos ice skating rinks en Buenos Aires. Y sí, estaba ahí en el barrio mío de Palermo, donde yo crecí. Y bueno, muchos chicos hacían sus fiestas de cumpleaños ahí, ¿no? Y, y bueno, yo hice la fiesta mía 1 o 2 años, la hice también ahí, así que iba siempre que podía. Así que sí, sé patinar sobre hielo. No, no sé I don't know how to spin, I don't know how to jump, stuff like that. Pero
Está
se
bien.
anda.
Em,
Incluso mi Gels y mi mujer se quedó sorprendida cuando me vio la primera vez porque ella no sabe patinar tan bien como patino yo, vamos a decir, ¿no?
ok,
O sea que ella se quedó, what? Because, she grew up here in the middle of the ice and I didn't grow up in the middle of that. But
claro. ¿Cómo puede ser? Em, no, qué gracioso. Em, ok, bueno, otro tema. ¿Ya viste la película Mi obra maestra?
no, no.
Ah, ok. Em, Puedes verlo en Netflix. em, y tiene Guillermo Francella
Ah,
como el personaje principal o el protagonista, digamos. Em, y no sé, para mí, como a mí me encanta ver sus películas porque, o cualquier cosa con él, porque su acento es- para mí es
funny,
increíble y
really funny.
sus gestos y todo em, es un
Muy
genio.
porteño, muy porteño.
Claro, claro. Pero también estoy aprendiendo como expresiones y lunfardo. Y hay una, em, una frase. Guillermo está hablando con un pintor, porque la película se trata de un pintor y sus obras de arte. Eh, Están hablando y Guillermo le dijo al otro hombre como, no entendés nada, es al pedo hablar con vos. Y lo leí como, mira vos, porque obviamente yo sé que si alguien estar al pedo, es como, estoy aburrido, no tengo nada que hacer, estoy al pedo, ¿no? Eso es,
Ah,
ok, pero nunca, escuché si alguien es al pedo o si hacer algo es al pedo. Pero para mí eso significa que es como, eso no vale la pena o que como estoy, em, no sé, em,
Claro, es a waste of
perdiendo mi tiempo hablando con vos. Es que no entendés. Por
time.
ejemplo, si hablo con alguien por 10 minutos en castellano y después me, esa persona me dice que como no hablo español, es como, bueno, es al pedo hablar castellano con vos. Eh, Así que
Sí.
no sé si tengo razón, pero hay otros ejemplos y es una expresión muy usada o muy común.
Sí, sí, sí. Sí, tenés incluso mira, el próximo capítulo lo puedo preparar eh, bien, pero sí, en el libro Che Boludo, y bueno, yo voy a escribir también un libro, tengo la idea de escribir un libro parecido al Che Boludo, pero bueno, mi versión. Porque si le ves el libro de Che Boludo, es un libro corto, muy popular, y es un libro así, yo lo puedo escribir en unos meses, vamos a decir, ¿no? Pero bueno, hay una parte donde se habla de, de la palabra pedo, ¿no? Y de todos los significados de la palabra, porque tenés al pedo, en pedo, de pedo, al pedo, de pedo y en pedo, ¿no? Y todos tienen significados distintos. Y creo
Claro,
que
claro.
hay dos más, ¿no? Hay dos más que ahora no me puedo acordar, pero la próxima clase, la próxima charla, si querés, si me acuerdo, lo voy y después te explico qué significa cada una, ¿no? Pero son todos significados muy distintos. O quick and dirty, al pedo es I wasted my time, it's just a waste of my time, al pedo. Eso fue,
Bueno, sí,
es al pedo, o al pedo significa también, estoy al pedo, significa I have nothing better to do, I'm wasting my time here, I'm al pedo, estoy al pedo, estoy al pedo, I don't know what to do. De pedo is like you barely made it, you know.
borracho, ¿no? Puede ser como, ok.
No, that is en pedo.
Ok. Bueno.
De pedo is like you barely made it.
Yeah.
Pasé este examen, pasé esta prueba de pedo. O
Ok.
hoy casi me mata un auto, pero, pero por 5 centímetros no me tocó, me salvé de pedo, vamos a decir, ¿no? Y después en pedo estoy en pedo, eso significa I'm drunk, right? I'm drunk, I'm like drunk, you know. Estoy en pedo. Estar en pedo es distinto de estar al pedo, ¿no? O zafé de pedo, ¿no? Por ejemplo.
Bueno, ok.
Pero
Em,
bueno,
y, y esta es una buena cosa para terminar esta parte de la conversación en español, como una, no sé cómo se dice, como una transición, digamos. Em, pero de pedo hay una expresión muy similar en inglés. Uh, ¿Alguna vez escuchaste by the skin of your teeth?
by the skin of your teeth. Yes.
Eso me
Yes.
parece como de pedo, como eh, sí, solo aprobé mi examen by the skin of my teeth por el piel en mis dientes, eh, de mis dientes. Eh,
Sí, hay uno de los temas, una de las canciones del top 30 o 50 de Megadeth se llama Skin of My Teeth.
skin of my teeth. Claro. Eh, sí,
Oro,
es
colorado.
una, es una expresión muy, muy rara porque no sé, no sé de dónde viene, em, pero bueno, es lo que decimos en inglés. Pero eso está bien en español. Así que si estás listo, podemos cambiar al inglés. Em,
Whenever you're ready. Oh, I'm ready. So,
all right.
it,
Yeah,
oh,
I figured that was going to be a confusing question. I don't know how to ask it, but like I said, I don't know how to ask it in English either. So hopefully
no,
we'll just
I think let me do the switch.
okay, something a bit more fun. If you're up for the challenge, I saw a photo the other day that kind of was a joke about how difficult English can be sometimes.
Ah,
Um, I was going to send you the photo. Maybe later you could put it up on the screen and
I'll put it on the screen.
in editing. But
Yeah.
the I'm kind of curious if you're able to figure out each of the words. Are you ready for this? Are you open to a challenge?
Yeah.
All right. So there are 7 words, and they're very similar looking. And so like even to me, sometimes I kind of look at it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what like I have to kind of say it in my mind of like, okay, that's how you spell that word. Um, so it's a little blurry. I can try to find a better version, but I just sent it. So I guess this is a style of meme or meme that from an old Spider-Man cartoon where there's a bunch of imposters and they're all pointing at each other about who's the real one. Um, okay, so but there's 7 words there.
Okay.
Um,
Here. Let's see if my phone is gonna focus. Whoop, focus. I'm right here. There you go.
Yeah, more or less. Okay, so it's 7 Spider-Mans pointing at each other, and each one represents a word. That and all the words are similar in their spelling. Um, so
So I'm going to start.
yeah, I don't know whichever one you want to start with. Um,
I start with this one,
okay,
and then I'll go clockwise. Then I go to the okay.
sure.
All right. Then I'll put it on the screen so that I don't need to hold it like an
Yeah.
asshole. The first one on the lower corner is tough, right?
Tough, right? And so that's I guess just for anyone listening, that would be like duro, or it could also be like difícil, I guess, if something is tough. So something could be like physically tough, duro, or like a tough day at work, I guess would be a día difícil. Difícil.
Maybe.
All right, so you're 1 for 1. That's tough.
That's tough. That's good. So the second one is like going clockwise. So the first one is taught. So it's like if you taught me something, if you teach me something, right?
Oh, that would be counterclockwise, right? If you're going,
No, it will be clockwise, right?
if
You're
you
going.
started with tough and you're going, oh yeah, clockwise. Sorry, I was looking at the screen was. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, clockwise. My bad.
That's right.
Yeah, so taught, right? So that is, yeah, like I taught you something, you taught me something. So like enseñar or enseñaste, I guess would be like past tense. I taught. And then the other thing, just sort of be careful because it sounds the exact same, but it's spelled differently. Taught, T-A-U-T,
Right.
is like a rope. So I guess it's tenso. But again, another taught and taught, spelled different, pronounced the same. So, all right. We have tough, taught. You're 2 for 2.
Okay.
And now I know what clockwise is, so I know which way you're going.
So the next one is go, right?
Yep. So
So
though, that's I guess I'm sorry. It's a good practice for me too for trying to translate into Spanish. So though it says aunque, like although, even though, um, maybe those are separate words, but that would be my my best translation. And I don't know if you have a better one.
yeah, no,
Um,
that's perfect. That's I agree.
okay, all right, 3 for 3. You're making this look easy.
So the next one is thought.
Right.
That's thinking, right? I have a thought,
Yeah.
pensamiento.
So pensamiento, or also, um, it can be pensar in different words, like pensé, I thought, or pensaba. Um, and again, because English, the verbs aren't always different for people. Like you thought, so pensaste or something like that. Like it can all be can all be that same thought, um, which is probably really difficult for someone trying to learn English. But all right, you're more than
I
halfway there.
I actually going to share this one with my class if you don't mind.
Yeah,
this
no, definitely.
this picture because
Definitely.
we have a WhatsApp group, so I'll send them that. We always send each other this little things.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay,
All
so
right,
the next one over is um, through.
through. Yep.
Well, it's like I'm going through a tunnel. Right?
Right. So in that case, I'd say, I guess it could be
A
por or
través.
atravesde, right? Either way. Um, but not to be confused with through, like
Like,
diré, past tense.
like,
um, so nice. Yeah. So through is like, to go pass through something. Um, all right, Ben, you're you're perfect so far. Can you finish strong? You got two more.
two more. Okay. So the next one is throughout.
Throughout. Nice. Man, I thought this is gonna stump you. I think you're going through it faster. Like I feel like I have to look at it and be like, taught, taught. Okay, that one's taught. That one's thought. Yep. It's like, oh man, they're weird words. But yeah, throughout. You're right. So uh, this one, I feel like I barely ever say this in Spanish, but throughout, I guess like por todo. Like if you're saying like throughout the city, like hay buenos restaurantes por toda la ciudad, something like that. Maybe I don't know. Is that maybe
Hey,
not?
a través de la ciudad.
A través. Okay. Yeah. So it's a tough one. I don't really say throughout much in Spanish. Um, I guess also durante, like throughout my 20s,
Right.
durante de,
Throughout the season.
right,
Throughout the,
throughout the, like through
durante
time.
la,
There's a couple different.
durante la temporada.
Claro. All right. Can you go for the
The last one,
score?
thorough.
Thorough. Yep. And do you know what it means?
uh, thorough. Yes. Um, thorough is like a like a rounded, concise, thorough expedition, right? Like a thorough. Right? Am I saying
Uh,
that?
thorough. Thorough for me is like and maybe it'll help in Spanish is like riguroso, or like it's something that's done. At least that's what would come to mind to me. But like it's something that's
A thorough
done
expedition, like
well and like taken time. So you might hear something like the police did a thorough investigation. It means that they like talked to a lot of people, they checked the evidence, like they didn't half-ass it, you could say. So thorough. I don't know if there's another translation in Spanish, but yeah, it's thorough. A doctor could be thorough when he's
right.
getting procedure, like making sure you're healthy.
Like this. These classes are thorough classes because we'll go into the details of
exactly. Yeah, it's like focused in the details, and yeah, it's a good way of saying it. Ben, you made that look like piece of cake. I was like, oh, I've got him on this one. This is a tough one. If anything, I'm the only one that learned something because you're like, no, clockwise. I'm like, oh, right, yeah, I'm just looking at it backwards.
Thank you. No, I appreciate the opportunity.
I have to use them all in one sentence.
Now, okay.
It was tough though to think that it was thorough through the.
I need some wine to go through the one sentence.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw this. I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna share it with my class. They will love it. They will love it. So.
And one other question, just while we're on it, would you say like that superhero? Would you call him Spider-Man, or is he Hombre Araña, or Araña Hombre?
Spider-Man. I call him Spider-Man, but El Hombre Araña will be the Spanish translation. Is El Hombre Araña.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm curious, like, like, does the name certain words where people just say the English word, like, I'm curious if people say like, la película de Spider-Man or de Hombre Araña. I actually don't know that.
El Hombre Araña or Spider-Man. No, it's El Hombre Araña. Yesterday we were talking about yesterday we did charlitas, right?
Okay, yeah.
The charlitas, you know what those are? With people, native English speakers, and they get you into a room with a random person for 10 minutes, right? So, and sometimes you get into a room with two people. So let's say if there are more English, if there are more Spanish speakers, they get you in a room with two English speakers, right? Because let's say we have 5 English speakers and 3 Spanish speakers. So then one of the rooms with the Spanish speakers get 2 people. That makes sense? So to kind of level. So anyway, yesterday when one of the charlitas, we were me and Kevin and this guy Eric. So Eric is a guy from Mexico who lives in LA, and Kevin lives in somewhere in the US. I don't remember. But we were talking about, Kevin was asking, is Kevin a common name in Argentina and in Mexico? And Eric said, oh, yeah, some people are called Kevin, but it's not a very common name. So then he asked me, is Kevin a popular name in Argentina? I said, well, it's a more common name in younger generations, and I can think of, there is an Argentine soccer player called Kevin something. There's one called Kevin McAllister. I show you a picture of McAllister. So his son is a professional player, and his name is Kevin McAllister. But I was saying that so Kevin asked me the question, asked us the question, do you know why? Or he asked me because we were talking about Argentina. You know why that is? It's like, well, I think one of the reasons is like because 20 years ago or whatever time it was a very popular movie called Home Alone. And the main character's name is Kevin. So that's how the name kind of became loved around the world,
Yeah.
Because of the character. And so then we translated. So, and this is something cool that probably most people watching this don't know. And I don't know if you know. I know it because it's my industry, the movie industry. But in Home Alone, is known in Argentina as Mi Pobre Angelito, right? That's the name of the movie. Mi Pobre Angelito. So it's not the translation of Home Alone. So Home Alone, the translation of Home Alone is Solo en Casa. No es, it's not Mi Pobre Angelito. And there is a reason for that. And the reason is that if you literally translate, you know why? Let me ask you, because maybe if you know, maybe not, I don't want to take it away, but do you know why that is? Do you know why it's not translated as it should?
The only thing I was going to say is I've heard people say like, tengo casa sola, like I'm home by myself, but like sort of in a like flirtatious way. I've seen that before. Like, hey, tengo casa sola, si querés tomar mate, pero yerba no hay, like something like that. But I don't really know the answer to the question, to be honest.
Okay. So the reason is because if you translate it literally, if you do a literal translation, a correct translation,
yeah,
you have to pay more money. So studios have to pay more money.
Okay. Yes, I was totally wrong.
Yeah, so that's why they pick very different names for most movies are known with a very different name. So now the exception is like when it's a Disney movie that, that needs to be translated because Disney's a brand and they don't mind paying more money because it's its own studio and they have their own distribution companies. So that's fine. Or movies like franchises, like, Harry Potter or I don't know, the Avengers or whatever, any movie that is actually a franchise, yes, those are typically translated correctly. But many other movies like Home Alone, they're translated like anything but the real name. So
that's interesting. I didn't know that. But that makes sense. And I have noticed that with certain movies where like the name is totally different in Spanish. But that makes sense now. I think it's interesting though, because I was watching a movie a few weeks ago called, I guess it's from Argentina, so the original name is Relatos Salvajes, but like the name in English is still Wild Tales, as in like wild stories. So like I wonder, does it not usually flip the other way? Like, but do they have to, like, if an Argentine movie is made and in English is, releases it in English, do they have to pay the Argentine people?
Right. Yeah, it is the same reason. It is the same reason. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be from the U.S. to other countries. It could be a movie from France to, that depends on the studio and the distribution company. And sometimes certain translations are better for certain markets. So something translated. Obviously, a movie translated in Argentine, boludo, for example, doesn't exist in Japan, so you have to change that. You know what I mean? It's kind of depends on the market too. That influences the change of the title too.
Right. Make boludo exist in Japan. That's what we need to do.
Right.
So funny. No, that's interesting. I appreciate you telling me that. I don't know if you have any questions. I still have a few more minutes. If you have questions you want to go over, I feel.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions, but we can leave them for next time if you want. Because
if you have a couple you want to ask, I don't want to cut you off from asking any questions, because I guess my question kind of came over from Spanish for a little bit into the English section.
No, I mean, I think we can I can leave them for next time. I have them on my list, so there's no important questions. There are questions that are more for the audience if somebody's watching than for me, but I think they're interesting questions. And but again, so it's nothing important. We can leave them for another time. So no, I can tell you two things. If you want to talk a little more, I can tell you two things to fill the time a little bit. It's something funny, something very strange that happens. Those things that happen in life that you don't know why they happen. That it's like the universe. If something happens, those. I don't know how
exactly.
to. Things that you haven't done for years, and then all of a sudden you do two things in 2 days. I don't know what it is. And it's like you haven't gone to a swimming pool, and then on a weekend you go to 2 different swimming pools. Stuff like that happens in life. There's no explanation. You can't really explain, right? So we have a group. One of the really strange, weird thing that happened. It's like I want to talk with Dustin about this, but I don't know in which context, and I don't know how. Maybe I'll send him a voice message. But so we were talking in the chat on the WhatsApp group that we have with our class, and one of the girls posted a picture of an asado. She was doing an asado, right? And I don't know if she's in Argentina or somewhere I know she lives in the U.S., but I don't know if right now she's in Argentina. I think she's still in the U.S. Anyway, she was doing an asado, took a picture, sent it to the group, right? So she said, "Oh, we are eating this, whatever." And on the parrilla, right? So you can see some vacío, right? Some cow.
Yep.
And next to it, there is some chorizos, right? And do you know what a choripan is? You know what a choripan is? Right?
Por
Of course.
favor, man. I know what a choripan is. I've eaten more choripans than.
You probably ate way more than me because I haven't eaten many choripans in my life. So I'm sure you ate more.
They're one of my favorites. Choripan.
But I'm not a big asado guy. I'm more like into the pasta, into the Italian Argentine side of things. I'm more like a pasta, pizza, but asado is not my thing. But one of the things I occasionally like, and it is a choripan. Choripan, I can eat a choripan. It depends on the chorizo, I don't know. It's still a little disgusting to me, to be honest with you, but I can do a choripan. What I can't do is a morcilla, because morcilla is cloth, blood. I just can't. Not my thing. Blood and fat. No.
Yeah. I had them when I was in Argentina to be like respectful, like yes, like morcilla, but it's not my favorite.
Right. And same here. So anyway, so he posted that we mentioned something about those chorizos, and I said, "Oh, there is a couple years ago. This is like 4 years ago. I remember Dustin made a video for his channel where he goes to this restaurant called Chori. It's called Chori, and in Buenos Aires. What these people did is they turned choripans into a gourmet thing. So they're like these really high quality choripans where they made their own chorizos, and they have all kinds of avocado. They make it gourmet, avocado, all things that you will never add in a traditional Argentine choripan, but there's all things from all over the world, avocado and, French sauce of this, and, I don't know, whatever, teriyaki sauce and things that you will eat in the US or all over the world, but you put them on this choripan, right? And it's a very popular restaurant because people from all over the world go to that place because they make like the best choripans ever, right? Really high quality.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a plane ticket right now.
Right. And so I made that comment, right, on the group, just casually saying, "Oh yeah, Dustin made a video about that." Like, And again, Dustin made a video about that, but this is like 4 years ago or so that he made a video about that, right? Think about that. 4 years ago, I made that comment, and 6 hours later, Dustin posted his newest video because he's in Palermo, my neighborhood, right now. And in that video, he goes to that restaurant. I mean, what are the odds? I mean, think about that. What are the freaking odds? I mean, think about it. It's really mind-blowing. How is that possible? How is that possible? I mean, he made a video 4 years ago, never talked about this ever until I make a mention. And 6 hours later, I'm not kidding you, he posted a video. His latest video was he went to that restaurant and he shows the place. And this restaurant is in Palermo. It's like 4 blocks away from where my parents live. I can walk to that restaurant from when I go see my parents. So anyway, it was just like this thing that blew my mind because, like, what are the odds? Really, what are the odds?
I'm a believer everything happens for a reason. So it sounds like you and I need to go get a chorizo in Palermo, Soho, Palermo, I guess.
Right. Yes. So
I'll meet you at the airport tomorrow morning, and we'll fly to Argentina. Some choripan.
Do you have any plans to go to Buenos Aires anytime soon, or not really?
Not
until
set,
next.
Not set yet, but man, no sabes. I just want to go back so bad because I only spent a few days in Buenos Aires. I didn't, so I don't really know the city all that well. So definitely would like to explore a bit more.
Whenever you go next, let me know because we could even go together. Depends when. If you want, if you're interested, obviously, we don't have to go to it. But if you're interested,
Ben, I'm super interested. Like, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Because I at one point I kind of need to go to see my parents and spend a few days. So again, let me know. Because I don't have to go at a specific time. So let's say if I know that you're going in November, let's say, whatever, it doesn't matter. But whenever I know you're going, if you want to go together, then I can time it and then we can go together. Yeah. So anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll as soon as I know, like when I have a plan to go back, you'll be the first person I tell.
Yeah, and then we can go to Chori and we can go to a couple places together. Maybe shoot some content for the channel.
Yeah, I know. You say asados aren't your thing, and that's totally fine. They are absolutely my thing. Like I mean, I love everything about Argentina, but like asados,
Well, if you love asados, so 5 blocks away, and this is not kidding, it's 5 blocks away from my parents' live. There is the best asado restaurant in the entire world. I mean, the best one in the world is called Don Julio, and it's very expensive to go there. But if you're interested, I've never been to Don Julio before, so I know where it is because it's 5 blocks away. But we could even go together to Don Julio too if you want. Because I want to go because I know it's the if you look at it online, it's the best asado restaurant in the entire world. Right there. So.
Yep.
So then you
let's go.
You can teach me a little bit about. Then you can teach me a little bit about asados. So
yeah, I'll bring my equipment, and then we can I'll show you a few things.
But no more sisha. Please. No.
Sounds good to me. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so funny. I tried it because I always believe like when you go to a country, like you have to try anything that's like part of the traditional food, even if you don't like I didn't really want to try morcilla at first, and I tried it, and like it's not terrible, but it definitely was not my favorite. So,
Yes.
but anyway, all right. Well, save that list of questions for next class. I will answer. Sorry, I don't have more time right now, but
No. We'll talk with more time next time.
all right. Well, thank you again, as always, for your time, and
Thank you for your time.
hopefully, we keep getting better. I know you keep getting better. Hopefully, I keep getting better.
Well, my hair is growing back, so
Yeah, there you go.
that's
good.
my
I can't call you James Bald anymore.
right.
Bald.
Right. Yeah, I'll have more hair next time. Actually, your beard looks exactly like Messi's beard, because he has a red hair beard. I don't know if you noticed, but if you look at the pictures, the color of his beard is just the same color you have here. It's the same color. Check it out. You'll see that it's the same shade of dark red.
I never realized that, but he does actually kind of have a red beard.
Yep, he does actually. Yeah.
Messi es un colorado. Sort of medio colorado.
Yeah, it's
so
it's very strange, but his beard is reddish, and I don't know why, but yeah, it's true. I'm not making it up.
Awesome. Yeah, that just made my night right there. I never realized that, but look at
You
that.
have the messy beard.
Nice. Messy beard. That's so funny. All right, my friend.
All right, my friend. Thank you for everything. Have a great night. Nice
Un
talking.
abrazo, nos vemos, un placer y que tengas una linda noche.
Well, have a nice weekend. I hope we don't get too much snow. So
yeah, likewise.
We will, but I hope we don't.
I see. All right. Well, until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. See ya.